Either way, he can't be our champion. Either way, we can't be emotionally invested in him as a man. At the same time, we can understand that his candidacy is much preferable to what would happen if Joe Biden is elected again. We are discussing the election. We're in the middle of the election now, which appears to be one of the most festive elections in a long time, pitting the rematch between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. So as we're recording this, Donald Trump has just announced his position on the whole pro-life thing. And this is a good piece of wood to whittle on as we are analyzing our role in this coming election. So Joe Biden is obviously a non-starter for any thinking Christian, anybody who has even the rudiments of a Christian worldview. Voting for Joe Biden is simply out of the question. Why is that? Because you want to go to heaven when you die. that's So there's that. We can delve into that more deeply another time. But Donald Trump is problematic for various reasons. And his announcement, his outlining of his pro-life position provides us with a good case in point. What he has said is that the decision needs to be left to the states. He is not in favor of a national ban. He wants to leave the question to the states. And he said very clearly that he believes in exceptions for in cases of rape, the standard exceptions in case of rape, incest, life of the mother. Okay, now this illustrates for Christians a watershed. There's a fundamental divide here between the people for whom Trump the man is their champion. They are invested in him personally. If he shows up at a stadium near them, they want to be there to hoot and holler, and they're all in for Trump the man, which is Christians can't go that route for any political figure. Actually, we can't be invested in any man that way. To be that way is to be guilty of hero worship or idolatry or some sort of problematic behavior. And this illustrates why that is such a problem. Trump cannot be our champion. Trump can't be our champion because, for example, on this fundamental issue, the pro-life issue, he is either clearly out of his depth, where he doesn't understand what the issue even is, or he understands what the issue is and he's cynically manipulating the populace for votes. Why is that? Well, if you say, just take the case of a pregnancy that is the result of a rape. When a woman is raped and conceives, you have three people involved. You have the father, the mother, and the child. And the criminal in this is the father. The father is the criminal. So the father is the criminal, the mother is the victim, and the child is potentially another victim. What sort of sense does it make on the pro-life set of assumptions that the child is a human being to execute the child for the crime of the father? Why would we execute one of the innocent parties for the crime of the sole guilty party? To say that we ought to take the life of a child if that child is the product of rape is to say to all the assembled pro-lifers, look, I don't understand the pro-life issue at all. I don't even know what we're talking about. So any politician who says, I support exceptions for rape, incest, and in cases where the mother's life is in danger, that kind of thing sells well when you are talking to people who haven't thought about the issue carefully. But it illustrates that Trump doesn't get it. Trump doesn't know. Or he does know, and he is simply callously manipulating, angling for pro-life votes. Either way, he can't be our champion. Either way, we can't be emotionally invested in him as a man. At the same time, we can have our wits about us. At the same time, we can understand that his candidacy and the things that he's likely to do, the advisors he's likely to be surrounded by, is much preferable to what would happen if Joe Biden is elected again. And so consequently, there's the difference between following Trump the champion, which Christians can't really do, and voting for Trump because it's an intelligent thing to do.